Hey, what is going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Happy opening day of Major League Baseball. Happy almost Final Four weekend. I'm wearing my old year 2000 Final Four shirt here. I'm Noah Kravitz from Techno Buffalo.
And I'm James Kendrick from ZDNet Mobile News.
Welcome to Good to Go, where we get together once a week. We've been doing this for at least a month now, so I guess it's a regular thing. Congrats to us.
Wow, it's real.
It's real. It's real. James and I get together and, just talk mobile tech, what's going on in the world of mobile tech. So thanks for tuning in. Last week, I was worried about my basement flooding. Today, it's about 81 and sunny here in Oakland. So I don't know if spring has sprung or the globe is warming or what, but I'll take it. How you doing, James? What's going on down there in Houston?
No, just keeping busy as always and getting ready for the big April 1st tomorrow.
Yep.
Of course, who knows what that will bring to the internet.
Yep.
The internet, it will not be a safe place tomorrow.
No, I think that's...
Everyone stay off the internet.
Everyone stay off the internet all day.
Except for ZDNet Mobile News.
There you go. There you go. I'm supposed to say and Techno Buffalo now.
Yeah. Right. You were.
I was. Yeah, I'm a little slow in the uptake today. The warm weather's got me feeling.
Here's a coffee.
Speaking of coffee, if you would like to sponsor Good to Go, no, I'm not going to throw that in there. But if you would, you know where to find us.
Yeah.
So we were saying before we came on the air, let's talk about Amazon. Let's talk about Amazon, the App Store, the Cloud Player. I was speculating on our site a week or so ago that I think they're really well suited. I think they're better suited than anybody possibly to take on Apple in terms of the tablet market and just the whole mobile device market, which might sound strange, but Android's there to be used. Amazon has the experience, the infrastructure, the digital content, movies, books, music, TV shows. It's an interesting position they're in, and they're making these little moves that, if they never put the pieces together, so to speak, into anything larger, they're still big-time moves. They're still, the App Store, almost arguably beating Google at their own game in terms of an Android market. Now the Cloud Player, they've been doing a lot. Before we came on the air, James used the word disruptor. Is that a word you want to use on the air here?
Yeah, sure. I think that Amazon is deliberately in a position to disrupt the mobile space because I don't think the other companies that play in the mobile space expected this, because we've seen some knee-jerk reactions from several things that they've done. The App Store you mentioned, the Cloud Drive, and the Cloud Drive that was released this week in conjunction with the Cloud Player you mentioned is significant because it really legitimizes their ecosystem for Android, and that's something for somebody who's not even playing in the Android space, not outside of the App Store.
Yep.
But they have the whole ecosystem. I think they're ready to take Apple on head to head, and I think they can.
You think they're going to do it with a piece of hardware?
I do.
Yeah.
I have speculated for a long time that they're probably going to release some kind of tablet now that tablets are hot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they'll eventually even get into smartphones because I tell you what, with mainstream consumers, we always on our show talk about mainstream consumers are the only ones with enough dollars to make a difference.
Right.
All right. I tell you what, the Amazon tablet, the Amazon phone, that's already got street cred.
Yeah.
I mean, just as soon as it's released, it's out there.
Well, Amazon, I haven't been on Amazon in a few days, but they were, I assume they still are, advertising Kindle as their all-time most sold product.
Yeah.
And Barnes & Noble, some figure just came out that they sold an estimated 3 million colors. So that's, 3 million devices isn't on the volume of an iPhone or, what Samsung's doing. But that's a good chunk for, an e-reader marketed by Barnes and Noble, the #2 online bookseller. So imagine, like you said, imagine what Amazon could do if they, and they could bundle in all sorts of things. I mean, it's not just limited. The thing that's interesting in trying to read the tea leaves and thinking about this, one of the things that's interesting to me is their video service, the instant video. It's not on a Netflix level, it's not on an iTunes level, but it's an interesting start. And they're bundling it for free with Prime. And so, Prime, my family subscribes to Prime, and we use it all the time. There's a jingle in there. I just started to write about using Prime all the time. I don't know, but it's to get that 2-day shipping. There's so many things Amazon sells, et cetera, et cetera, and then you throw in the streaming media with it. But if you look at it from the other way, they can advertise to somebody, hey, you can have all the instant media you want sent to your Amazon tablet, and as a bonus, you get free 2-day shipping all year, and just look at all the other stuff we have to sell you. And they're really in this interesting position where they've got the digital content and infrastructure and wherewithal to challenge these other players, but then they've got stuff that nobody else has, which is, they sell toilet paper or, cat food or whatever it is. It's really, it kind of makes my head spin a little bit.
Oh, I see them wrapping their entire business up into an Amazon tablet, if you will. I mean, it's all going to be tightly integrated. Back when they first announced, or their Android App Store was a rumor way back when, I said, boy, they're going to just take over because they're going to do it like they do their MP3s. They're going to do a free app a day. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're going to suck you in because they're masters at retail. Right. Online retailers, they're their business, and they are doing it. I mean, exactly, and they sucked us in already with the cloud drive. I mean, they said you get 5 gig of free storage. All you have to do is get our free MP3 of the day.
Right.
And you have an account.
Right.
And it's free.
Yep.
It's like, all right, you're already in. Yeah. Amazon customers are already in, and it's going to all be wrapped up into an Android device of some kind, which I think will be a tablet. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be full-featured Android tablet like all the millions of them others that are coming along. But it's going to have all of the tight integrated Amazon stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And they're going to pitch it, and they're going to get us to use it because they're going to say, you know what? If you any order made off of our Amazon tablet will get bumped better shipping.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yep.
And you're going to say, well, I should get me a tablet because I buy from Amazon every year. That's going to be free.
I do that math all the time to justify my own, gadget purpose or guilty pleasure purchases, right? And like, oh, it's a $300 tablet, and if I spend $4 on shipping, all I have to do is, buy one thing a week, and then my tablet only cost me $50. And okay, the next thing I know, my house is full of, giant boxes of Mike and Ike's. I have to eat my way through the rest of the year. But that makes my dentist happy too, so it's.
And that's how they're going to get people who maybe don't particularly care for Android.
Right. They don't even have to know what Android is.
It's not going to really be Android. It's going to be the Amazon tab.
Amazon. It's almost like, the Google phone, that whole thing about there's going to be a Google phone, And there wasn't a Google phone. There's a Google ecosystem. There's a Google, platform. And it's almost like, oh, well, maybe this is really the Google phone, but it's not the Google phone. It's the Amazon phone. I don't know. I'm getting that sort of deja vu, but it sort of makes much more sense because Google's not a retail company. Amazon is.
Amazon's got a lock on this whole thing, and I really think they'll end up giving Apple a run for their money.
Yeah.
And I mean, forget other Android players because they're gonna win that battle when they enter the game because they're already bigger than they are.
Right.
And all the rest of those. So it's an interesting time to be covering the mobile space. It is, in my opinion.
Maybe if they release one, we'll. I know we have to sort of had to go from being mobile people to then being sort of de facto music player and camera experts when, multifunctional smartphones came out. Now we're like, fake business guys, or at least I feel sort of like analyzing that thing. Maybe we'll see a Barnes & Noble eBay Groupon tablet next, if the Amazon thing takes off.
I don't think they can compete.
All right. Before we wrap this up, I'm putting you on the spot here, but Final Four in your town this weekend. Any predictions?
Oh man. I'd like to see VCU do something.
Sure.
Being the Cinderella team, but no, I don't know. It's tough. This has been a weird year.
It really has. I'm with you like everybody else. I'm on the Cinderella bandwagon. I'm pulling for VCU. I think UConn's going to do it though.
Yeah.
You get a hot guard like Walker, and you can win the tournament. And Anyway,
whoever hits the threes,
right? Yeah. Well,
gonna walk away with it.
James, enjoy your weekend. I will be watching from up here in Oakland myself, and let's do it again next week.
Let's do it. Sounds good.
All right. Till next time, it's good to go with me, Noah Kravitz from Techno Buffalo.
And me, James Kendrick from ZDNet Mobile News.
All right. And James, if folks want to find your blog online, the URL is
zdnet.com/blog/mobile-news.
And all you would-be sponsors, you can just use that address too. You'll find us, I'm sure. Till next time, man. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later.
All right. See ya.
See ya.